Welcome to this short and intense practice, which should wake our body up quickly. We will start in a standing position. First, as always, arriving on the mat. And even if it's a short practice, we always take our time to establish the connection with our breath. So we start inhaling through the nose, expanding the body, and exhaling through the nose, centering the body. One more time, inhaling here, establishing the ujjayi breath, and exhaling here. And then next time we inhale, we immediately come into the chair pose. On the exhalation, let us rise up into standing. One more time, inhale into chair pose. Exhale into standing. And the third time, inhale, chair pose. And exhale, staying here. Bring the weight a little bit more towards the heels. If the arms up is too much and doesn't allow you to breathe, always placing the hands down. Noticing how the breath intensifies but remains with the same quality of stability and deepness. On the next exhalation, we will come into a forward fold. Releasing here, bending the knees. Inhaling into a half forward fold. Exhaling, hands next to the feet, coming into the downward facing dog. One full inhalation here. And one full exhalation. On the next inhalation, not changing a lot, just looking towards the hands, we will now release the left arm and the right leg in this challenging balance. Exhaling, coming into the downward facing dog, enjoying the stability of it for a moment. And then with the next inhalation, again looking to the front, and this time releasing the right arm and the left leg. Breathing stably. And then exhaling into the stable downward facing dog. Then the next time we inhale, we are lifting our heels, bringing the belly button back towards the spine, pushing the mat away with the hands. And then next exhalation, bring the left knee to the chest. Then inhaling, looking between the hands, and then stepping through. Exhaling, arriving here, bringing the hips a little bit lower, maybe making the stance shorter. And then next inhalation, pushing the legs into the mat and rising up into higher lunge. Exhaling, arriving here. Widening the shoulders. And then on the next exhalation, legs are strong. We're just moving to the left side with the upper body and with the arms. Inhaling, coming up. And on the exhalation, to the right side. Inhaling, coming up. On the exhalation, coming into the downward facing dog. On the inhalation, one more time, lifting the heels up, engaging the belly, pushing the floor away. On the next exhalation, the right knee comes to the chest. Inhaling, looking between the hands, and exhaling, stepping through, arriving here first. Adjusting if you need to. On the next inhalation, pushing the floor away and coming up into high lunge. Exhaling to the right side. Inhaling now. Exhaling to the left side. Inhaling up. Exhaling into the downward facing dog. One inhalation here. And one complete exhalation. Inhaling, coming into a plank. We can also always bring the knees to the ground. It doesn't have to be a full plank. In any case, when we stay here, we are able to breathe. And then maybe bring in the hands a little bit wider. So we bend the elbows, and when we bend them, they go straight to the back, bringing the chest up and over the plank or over the knees, coming down, coming into sphinx pose. First arriving here in the sphinx pose. The feet are flat on the ground, knees facing downwards. On the exhalation, we are pushing into the floor with the lower arms so that the shoulders are drawing down. And then the next time we start to exhale only from the lower belly. The pubic bone releases from the ground. The belly button draws back, coming a little bit higher. So we are engaging lower back and our core to come a little bit up. It's not being on all four, but it's also not a plank. We are still on our knees, on the back of the feet and on the lower arms, engaging the lower part of the body and lifting up. And then when we exhale, we keep the engagement in the belly, just lowering through the arms, and then release. Come with the forehead on the mat and with the arms alongside the body. Exhaling, releasing the body into the ground. And then the next time we will inhale, we engage the legs and the arms, lift them up together with the head. And from here, with the next exhalation, arms are coming to the front. Inhaling, bringing them back. Exhaling. And inhaling as if we are swimming. And exhaling. Inhaling up. And exhaling, last time. Inhaling, staying here. It might be definitely too much, then you can bring the arms towards the sides or even back towards body. Otherwise, stay here with the arms elongated, breathing continuously. And then exhaling, releasing the body, bringing the head on the hands. Completely relaxing for one moment here. And then with the next exhalation, we will push the floor away with the hands. So we're coming on the knees into all four, bringing the knees mat with distance apart, then crossing the shins and walking, pushing the floor away so we can roll over into a seated position. Preparing here for boat pose, sitting in the front of the sit bones, well, on the sit bones basically. It doesn't have to be front anatomically, it's just that we are lifting the hips as much as we can. Then bringing the hands underneath the knees, and when they exhale next time, lean back and bring the feet up. The feet are flexed and the shins are at least parallel to the ground, so we are not releasing them down. We try to keep them up. And then from here, either keeping the pose as it is or lifting the arms up. Then when you're able to lift the arms up, bring the arms to the left side without changing anything in the legs. Inhale up. Exhale to the right side. Inhale up. If it's just a little, you can lengthen the legs. Exhale again to the left. Inhaling up. And then exhaling to the right. Inhale up. And one last moment here, maybe hands released, maybe going a little bit lower, just lower, 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 and then exhaling all the way up. Again, bending the knees if they were straight, and opening now the knees, bringing feet together. One moment into a gentle forward fold. Breathing into the back as much as it is possible. Maybe it's just a visualization. Maybe you even feel how by expanding the lungs, your rib cage expands, presses the organs of the abdomen down, so the whole belly expands on the inhalation as well and contracts on the exhalation. And then next time we inhale, we come up. And then we're turning on the mat so that we are lying on the spine. Preparing here for the bridge pose. So next time we inhale, we are pressing the floor with the feet, lifting the hips up and bringing arms over the head. On the exhalation, bringing everything down at the same time. One more time up. And exhaling down. And last time up. And we are staying here on the exhalation. The legs are active. The back of the spine is active. What we can relax here is the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the head, the neck, and the arms. Staying here strong in the legs. Maybe lifting the toes so we are sure we are on the heels and on the balls of the feet, the big toes and the small ones, the pinky toes. And then we release the toes towards the ground again. And then on the next exhalation, straight spine releases into the ground. We are bringing the knees towards the chest and we are bringing the head towards the knees. Next time we exhale, releasing the head. Release the knees a little bit so we notice how our tailbone looks away from us. It looks away to the back. And then without changing that, we're opening the knees and bringing the legs into the happy baby pose position. Maybe we will use our arms on the inner side of the thighs to bring a little bit of weight. Our sacrum is on the ground, the tailbone facing away from us. It doesn't face towards the ceiling, it's away. Maybe rocking here from side to side. One last moment here. We are elongating the exhalations. And then bringing the legs on the ground. We are ready for the final relaxation. Then with the next inhalation, we start to come back. First, perceiving where we are on the mat, in our room, and then starting to stretch out. If you have an active day in front of you, what helps is to touch the body, to stroke out with a hand, stroking the other arm, the chest and the belly. If appropriate, also touching the face and the head. So you become full of energy again. Stretching out completely. And then turning to your right side into an embryo position. At least one breath here. And then sit up in an upright position using a block or other props so you can sit upright and proud. 3 more full and complete breaths. And then with the next inhalation, rising arms above the head. And exhaling, bringing the arms towards the chest. In thankfulness.